Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. It's Vicki at Stamp with Vicki. Tonight we're going to be creating some awesome alternatives to the September 2020 paper pumpkin kit. I keep calling it the October kit because, well, as you can see, it's all things October. Well, at least autumn. So we'll go ahead and get started. What I do want to show you is this is essentially how the kit is supposed to be put together. It's there to create treat poppers, I guess. I guess that's what they're called. So they're little boxes and you can put candies inside of them. I didn't have any, but I know people have been doing Hershey Kisses and I've heard Rolos. I bet you could fit Lifesavers in there. So anyway, there's lots that you can do. I'll show you the ones I've created, and I don't remember if these are all as per the directions. I didn't want to make those because you have the directions for that in your kit, so I'm going to save the time on those for the video. I'm going to scooch these out of the way and show you some new things. And this one too is super cute. Have a happy Halloween. I just love this set, as so many of us do. And this is the, the insert that came inside the box to show us what it all creates, and this is fantastic. But as you can imagine, as paper crafters, we have taken this above and beyond. I think this would have been great, or is great, for those who are in school. I don't know, how many are doing little Halloween parties this year, but for neighbors' kids, the office, just for your family, you could hide them around the house. I suppose it's kind of a fun thing to do. And of course, this comes with alternate designs and directions. Oops. Okay, so just to let you know, that's what the paper pumpkin kit comes with. Now this kit came with a ton of supplies, just a ton. I'll show you a little bit. Of course, I've taken it out and wrecked it all because, well, I started just creating with it. So there's multiple pages of punch outs, and you'll see some of these, well, most of them tonight. These are cool. These are flowers and leaves. It's hard to see. And I have taken the liberty to separate some just to make life easier. I've already punched some out. These are all in one kit. All that you see here, I do have a second kit and I have not yet busted it open. So as you can see, you can make treats and cards for days with this kit. It's fantastic and the colors are amazing. I am in love with this. I guess it's gingham. Well, it is gingham. The Cajun Craze gingham. Love it. This is how the poppers actually come in the box. They're all, and there's two sides. So there's also a kind of a striped pumpkin pie, a striped pumpkin pie side. All right, let's see. I have created 2 cards and a chapstick holder. And so that's what we're going to be creating tonight. I think first we'll start with the cards. So this is my first alternative, and it's just adorable. I had to do something with the cat, of course. And again, I just loved this gingham paper, so I had to use it as much as possible. And it was bumpy. You can see there's little almost, well, square lines in it. But it kind of adds to it. It's really kind of cute. We're going to go ahead and get all the parts and pieces for that card out. I'm going to use my trusty Stampin' Pokey Pad. It's not a pokey pad. My Stampin' Up. I don't remember the name of it. Because with the paper pumpkin, we have photopolymer stamps. And so if you are new to this, these are the photopolymer stamps, and they don't have a foam backing like the red rubber stamps do. So this allows some give when you're stamping to get a better image. It's not as necessary for these little tiny guys, but for the bigger images, and certainly if you have images that are more solid, it's definitely important for that. So we're gonna go ahead, let's see, I'm gonna put my little guy up over here so I know what I'm doing. Taking Oh, the ink that comes with the kit this month is Cajun Craze, so I do want to show you that. And if you can hear my laundry stopping, I apologize. That went off way sooner than I anticipated. Okay, yeah, so Cajun Craze Stampin' Spot. Usually what I'll do though is I will save these and either use them for something or give them away. So I typically won't open them and I'll just use my regular ink pad. But for those of you who don't have a regular ink pad right now or yet, that's a great way to start. And you know what? Here, look at, see, you can see those are the stamps, the images. How cute is that? Have a happy Halloween. There's a pumpkin on a hat, almost like a, I guess, cornucopia kind of thing, but I didn't use that one yet. It's really cute. You can see some pumpkin faces and a few really cute sentiments, and even a flower. So it's a great kit that comes with a ton of options. It comes with 2 spools of the baker's twine, and I will treasure this always because it's one of my favorite products and we don't have it right now. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to randomly stamp some leaves about, and you know, from the left side to about halfway. And there's 2 leaves. I've used them both. Once again, I'm going to use the I am using the Cajun Craze ink pad and cardstock. Cardstock is regular card size, which is, well, folded, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let's see here. That's probably going to get covered up, but I think we're looking okay there. Do I want another one? Maybe on top. Let's go there. Okay. Just to give a little bit of something. Obviously, for these alternates, you are using products from your craft stash. You know, while we have it out, we're just going to do a little bit more stamping. So we'll get that done. We'll take the Cajun Craze and stamp Have a Happy Halloween. I'm going to bring this forward just so I can see. And that's a little crooked, that's all right. It's a cute little punch out. You can see that it's kind of stitched, like some of the stitched shapes that we have. All right, that's it for this color at the moment. Then I'll take our Memento Black. I did keep the colors simple so as not to bring in too many products, additional products. There, cute. So really now we just need to assemble. So we'll take the black layer, which is 3 and I believe it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Let's measure that because I did that the other day, so I just want to be accurate in my measurements. It is, and this guy I think is 2 3/4. No, it's 2 1/2. All right, so 3/4 by 3/4 and then 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. So we'll go ahead and layer those. Although, before you do that, oh goodness, I feel like my Stampin' Seal is running out. I did add this little guy. I almost forgot. And I just wanted a little bit of yellow poking out. There we go. There's a little border you can see. And it's nice, it keeps it, well, pretty straight. I'm not going to pull that off at this point. And then I'm going to add my adhesive there. All right. Well, that's okay. There we go. I think that's pretty straight. Pumpkins pumpkins, pumpkins for all. 2 of them, I used the regular Stampin' Seal adhesive. And I came off here. And this middle guy that I'm going to, with the face, the jack-o'-lantern, I'm going to pop him up. And honestly, for him, you could do either the regular size dimensional, which is probably what I'll do, or you could do a little guy. Either way would be fine because he's just the size. I like the one kind of big one. There we go. And I'm just checking. I guess I did use a dimensional to attach Happy Halloween. And then, so you can see how I just built up this layer really from the gingham piece that I cut out. Oh, and I mean, I don't know if I showed you, but I cut it out from the center of the boxes, okay? And that's what I did. There's another card I'm going to do, and I'll show you a little bit more specifically how I did that. Okay, and then we have a black flower, which is fun. So what I did with that, of course, is took my Wink of Stella and went ahead and colored that because shimmery black on Halloween is a thing. You know that, right? All right, we're going to take a glue dot, stick that guy right up here in the corner. Very cute. And I also did put Wink of Stella on this cat. So my original, I didn't. And then, because I just didn't think of it. And then I added it to this guy. I think I really like it. It gives it just a little bit of something, you know. And you have to see it just in, you know, in just the right light. I'm going to use a larger dimensional and then a small one for Kitty's head. There we go. And then we will attach Kitty. All right, that's it for our layered piece. Get all my junk out of the way so that you can see it's not it. Well, I'll put this on after. Okay, so then we'll take this and we're just going to add our Stampin' Seal adhesive. I guess I really should have probably done this on the card to begin with, but this is how I did it the first time, so we'll just stick with that. There we go. So cute. I'm in love with this card. I'm in love with this set. Well, you know, the Paper Pumpkin Kit. And I did sneak the smallest size Stampin' Rhinestones, rhinestones in there. You know what? I am actually going to go ahead and add a second dimensional under here, guys. Oops. It's not necessary, but I think it'll just help it stick. Yeah, it just kind of pops it up a little bit. So there we go. There's card number 1. So adorable. And you can, yeah, there you go. Fun with the sparkles. Fun, fun, fun. All right. Moving on, we have card number 2. So when I saw the gingham and I don't know what else, it brought apple/pumpkin. So this is going to be technically a pumpkin because, well, it says Hello Pumpkin on the card. Oh, this is where, okay, let me show you. So these are the popper boxes. I'm gonna go ahead. When they come, before you fold them, and you'll see it again on my other project on the chapstick holder. You will poke all of those out, and then you'll score it. There's, oops, sorry about that, a ton of score lines on there. Okay, So this is just this center area. I have cut both ends off, and that's how I ended up with this. Now, it does still have the score lines, but that's okay. So I kept it vertical, kind of put those score lines, I kind of centered them when I tried to. And this is the Apple Builder Punch that can certainly be doubled as a pumpkin, which is what we're doing today. All right, so that was that. We have our little stem. And you know what? How about I show you the card? There we go. Adorable. Again, keeping with the Cajun Craze ink. And you can see it's a little shorter. Many people, I would imagine, are making these little edges because that just welcomes that edge with the scalloped edge. So fun. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create this card. It's cut in a different direction. It's 11 inches by 4 1/4. Now I have scored it at 5 1/2, which is just right in half. And then I cut at the end about 3/4 of an inch off of that. Geez, you know what? I just realized there's a very little bit of stamping. So why don't we just go ahead and do that first? And I'm going to use the Cajun Craze again. And Hello Pumpkin. Okay, I know this is pulled down. Just easier for me to see. There we go. Because that one, well, that was pretty good. I wasn't really paying attention before when I did it, and it was really crooked. But since then, it's been fine. That's all the stamping that we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and pull this together. I brought in some green. So I brought in Mellow Moss. Mossy Meadow. My goodness, Mellow Moss is an old one. Do you remember that color? Mossy Meadow. I don't remember, you guys. God, how do I not know? Oh, it's so funny. Well, the really green, the green color in the neutral section in the catalog. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Well, you can tell I don't use that color green very often. I tend to use the brighter colors unless it's around Christmas or, you know, Halloween, autumn, this time of year where it fits. Because I'm just more of a bright colored girl. And I guess as probably many people do, I typically will stamp, you know, seasonally. So bright colors in the spring and summer with pastels in the spring more, unless I'm making a card specifically for somebody. And then that might change things. You know what? That should be down on the ground. There we go. All right, so you can see I put some adhesive there. I come down here. Hopefully that's pretty straight. And you know what I did last time? To make this easier, I used my liquid glue, and it's fine this time. It went over it, but I would probably do that next time. Use your liquid glue if you do that. Or just really watch how much you put on the card. How much Stampin' Seal, how thick it is, so that it doesn't stick out and like there, so it doesn't stick to the card. You could always add a little strip of crumb cake there if that did happen. It's certainly not the end of the world, but it's nice if you don't have to. All right, where are we? Okay, so then we're going to do another layer, another square layer. So this one is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then this one is 3-inch square. Okay. Oh, darn me. I forgot to stamp. I guess there is stamping on this card. All right, well, you'll see how we do it when we mess up. It's not even that big of a deal. So what I'll do is I'm just going to put in put on a little bit of a Post-it note and then just stamp. It'll be fine. Okay. You guys are probably like, Vicki, what are you talking about? There's all sorts of stamping on that card. I guess when you make it, you just don't see it until later. All right. So I've taken the pumpkins and yes, again in Cajun Craze and stamped them just randomly. Whoops, that's all right. Also a pretty big crumb cake girl in the fall and in the winter. There we go. There, now we're done stamping. Although, you want to do the inside? How funny is that? I didn't last time. We could totally stamp the inside. Let's do that. That will be fun. Cute. And then, hello pumpkin. Why don't we do have a happy Halloween? There. Cute, cute, cute. Now, back to the show. Okay. Let me get my stickies. I always have a set of Post-it notes near you because they come in handy. They're like invaluable. All right, so now I'm going to take this 3 1/4 inch square piece of green cardstock. You know what? Let me see what it is. I know it is Mossy Meadow. I got myself all sorts of confused. Mossy Meadow. There we go. Right in the center, we'll layer our Cajun Craze. There, I think that's pretty good. On top of that, I think I didn't, and I think I just was playing with it when I was creating the card. We are going to put it on dimensionals. Now also we're going to put a tiny bit of adhesive right here in the center because we're going to add this little squiggly as the stem. I don't want too much of the squiggly. There we go. All right. I think this is going to make the card having it popped up like that. I think that's about good. Okay. Well, let's put our flowers in now. I've adhered these flowers. Once again, we'll take the Wink of Stella and add that because since I started, I can't stop with the Wink of Stella on the black cardstock. There. Super pretty. There we go. Put this guy up in the corner. So this yellow, I feel like it's crushed curry. This guy already has a leaf on it, which came in perfectly handy. And then we have a white one. We're just going to sneak this right in between. I'm going to see if I can pull that guy out. I think I'm going to add, I'm going to add a rhinestone to that. You know, I mean, they're out. Maybe 3. What do you think? Let's just go for it. Using my take your pick tool. Oh yeah. That's kind of cute. All right. We're going to add Hello Pumpkin. Keep your adhesive for this more on the left side because it's going to hang off just a bit. Hello Pumpkin. I pre-tied a bow. So we're going to take a paper pumpkin glue dot because because those are a little bit smaller than the regular ones. Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah. And you can kind of squish those up and add that right there. Hello, pumpkin. All right, that's it. That's card number 2. Isn't that adorable? Once again, I am so in love with this set. I just can't even stand it. So here are our 2 cards for today. And normally I would end there because I know we're on the long side, but I do want to show you the popper, I guess we can call it the popper chapstick holder. And that should go together fairly fast. So this is what we're going to create. And well, I guess I do have some chapstick. I can, you can see it. It just fits right in there. It's perfect. All right. So let me show you how we did this. How I did this. My parts and pieces. All right, so we'll stamp first. We'll get that out of the way. And Cajun Craze, Trick or Treat, Spooky and Sweet. I know, I hate to keep doing that. So I've taken those, the banners come from the kit, which again, it's so awesome. There's so many different parts and pieces. It's amazing. All right, we're gonna be done with the Cajun Craze for today. Excuse me. And I'm gonna find the Memento block that I hid on myself. Here we go. We have 2 pumpkin faces, which is awesome, so we can make a bigger guy. Hello. And a little guy. So if I was at work, probably Mama Pumpkin, Baby Pumpkin, or Dada Pumpkin, Baby Pumpkin. I work with little ones, so that's just my speed. I speak toddler. All right, so you can see here how I've punched out all those pieces from the popper. Now what we're going to do is here it's a score line, and that's where we would score, but we're actually going to cut along that. You can do it with I've been doing it with my paper cutter, but just because I'll just do it with my scissors. You can totally easily snip that. All right. And save it, because that's where you get your, well, you can see that's where you get your scalloped edge. Save those ends. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut the bottom 2 off. Because when we fold them to make the box, we just don't need those. There's just too many. I'm going to show you actually how to fold along all the score lines. So there's one there. Okay. Well, that's funny. That's the first time that's happened. Oh, I didn't open it again, I guess. That's funny. Okay. And then we'll turn it around and we'll just get these edges. All right. Now, oh, we're going to have to go the other way as well. There. It's so easy since Stampin' Up! Has all these score lines already, put in for you. You just have to go through and actually score it. It's oddly therapeutic, don't you think? I think it is. Scoring is therapeutic. I just want to go over and over. Okay. we go. So we're going to come in and wrap this around until it makes a square. So to adhere it, they gave us these lovely little strips. I'm actually going to put the strip on this piece here on the edge because, well, yeah. It's because I want to make sure it all is covered and it all goes down. So it's really super close to the edge. Look at that tiny little strip. What do you think the chances are they're going to have those in a catalog one day? I don't know, but it would be pretty cool. All right, so I will not keep it in here, but this is the point at which you would probably load up your chapstick. Boop. And then that would be that, right? Super cute gift. Love it. What teenage girl wouldn't like that? I know, I've been using chapstick forever, so I would love it. To adhere it, we're going to put down those 3, find my glue dots. So make it as square as you can. Put the glue dot down. You know, I'm going to use another one. Here we go. But you can see we wouldn't need to layer all 6 of those edges, so that's why we cut those off. And boom. Okay, so it stands up. So cute. So now we're going to decorate it. You know what I did? I had a piece of, I had some twine, or yeah, some bigger twine cut for it, and I think I used it on something else. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll put our, see which way, okay. We'll tie our bow up on top. Oopsie. I couldn't keep the chapstick in there because I've used it, but I do have a bunch that I have not used. So maybe I'll give it to somebody. Brand new, lots and lots. Okay, so that's cute. I kind of like the idea of leaving that long. Then we're going to build up our pumpkin. All right, so we'll take our pumpkins and add it to our Cajun Craze or Bumblebee lace piece. Let's check and see what color that is. It would be Bumblebee. I forget about it because it's still pretty new to me. All right, so here we go. We're adding, and then so the brown on the leaves is cinnamon cider, and I'm just going to use a glue dot and pop that. These kind of pop up. That's kind of cute. Pop that guy right underneath there. We will add a tiny little bow to the pumpkin just because he needs a bow. Usually I do work off the spool, so we'll do that this time. That's going to be a little small, I think. There we go. Goodness, guys. You know, I try to conserve, but sometimes you just gotta use the twine, Vic. You just gotta use it. It's all good. We're gonna make a little guy. All right, and that's actually kind of big, I think, because we're just gonna put it on the pumpkin. There we go. And we're also, once again, going to use our paper pumpkin glue dots. All right, just take a second to pull it off, but they're just a great size for that. Yikes. All right, let's see. Lots of fiddling with this guy today. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's get this. We can just use our Stampin' Seal since I've already popped everything up. Right on there. And then we'll take our, I guess I just used Stampin' Seal for this guy too, and kept it pretty much in the center. I just came in like that. Who wouldn't love chapstick given in that? You know, teenagers can't go out and about trick-or-treating really. Well, I don't know that many people can this year, but especially trick-or-treaters or teenagers. So that'd be a fun little gift. You could roll up some cash and put it in there. That's, I'm sure, always welcome. And since I have it out, why don't we just add a touch of Wink of Stella, which is the perfect addition. Just if I haven't sold you the Wink of Stella yet, probably should get on that. Yep, I don't know if you can see. Perfect addition. So that is it. That's our show for today. I will put the link to my Paper Pumpkin store in the description on the video. Let me pull in my other cards. And if you like the video and like the projects, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell, because that will tell you when I publish a new paper pumpkin, a new YouTube video, a new Stampin' video. And I just want to thank you so much for stopping by. I had a great time. These are wonderful cards, and hopefully you have a lot of fun with this paper pumpkin kit. And the one for October is going to be fantastic as well. I'm really looking forward to the holiday season with Paper Pumpkin. Thanks so much and have an awesome day.